everyone. In today's video, we are going to cover rotations around a fixed point. Our learning target for today is I can rotate a figure around a point other than the origin. Looking at rotations around fixed points. We can rotate a figure around any fixed point. So in the example to the right, triangle ABC is being rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise about point 2, 3. Now in order to make rotations around fixed points, we'll use vectors. So looking at an example, we have triangle XYZ with the following vertices. We want to make a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation around the point 1, 2. So we can follow a few steps to make these rotations. Now our first step should be to draw in our triangle and the point with which we want to rotate around. Now we will draw in vectors from point P to each of my pre-image vertices. So I will create vectors Px, Py, and Pz. Px will be equal to 3, 5 because I'm going right 3 and up 5 from point P. Py will be 7, 3, again because I'm going right 7 and up 3, and Pz is 5, 1. Now, once I have my vectors, I will apply my rotation rule around each of those vectors. So I wanted to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. So from my 3 vectors, I will rotate those 3 vectors 90 degrees. Now my 90-degree rotation rule is opposite y, x. So vector 3, 5 will become vector -5, 3. Vector 7, 3 will become vector -3, 7. And vector 5, 1 will become vector -1, 5. Now with these vectors, I will translate point P using these 3 vectors. So I can take my point 1, 2 and apply my translation rules with these 3 vectors, or I can draw in my vectors and then plot my points. Either way will work. So if I have point 1, 2, and then I apply my vector -5, 3, well, 1 minus 5 would be -4, and 2 plus 3 would be 5. So x prime is -4, 5. Py is -3, 7. So point P, 1, 2, 1 minus 3 would be -2, 2 plus 7 would be 9. So y prime will be -2, 9. And then vector Pz was -1, 5. Again, point P is 1, 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 plus 5 is 7. So z prime is 0, 7. Now drawing in x prime, y prime, z prime, I'll have a triangle that looks like this. So this is my triangle, x prime, y prime, z prime, after a rotation 90 degrees counterclockwise around the point 1, 2. In today's lesson, we learned to rotate a figure around a fixed point, follow these steps. First, graph your original figure in the center of rotation. Then create vectors from your center of rotation to each vertex of the original figure. Then rotate your vectors using the origin rotation rules. And then finally, plot your new coordinates using these vectors. That's a wrap on this video. We'll see you in the next one.